Good evening, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Yaakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, a.k.a. the Messenger, a.k.a. the Virgo Goddess, a.k.a. the Daughters of Zion, a.k.a. that Topaz Gem, Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Ms. Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just an outsider looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this here. The name of this is called The Answer to Ecclesiastes 1 to 3. Ecclesiastes 1 to 3. What do people gain from all their labors at which they toil under the sun? Question mark. Okay. Let me just say this, right? That's something to think about and to meditate on. Okay, but let me just say this. We all were programmed and brainwashed into the American way. You get a job, you go to school, then you got to take out a loan to go to school. Okay? Then you get a job. You get a job and with great benefits and a 401k plan and just all this stuff that we were brainwashed, okay, that we need money to survive and all this stuff, and we don't even need all this stuff. Okay, and then you accumulate all these bills. But to answer the question is, don't gain nothing. You want to know why you don't gain anything? Nobody gains anything. You want to know why? Because we're borrowers to the lender. Okay, the lender's profiting because of the interest rates and everything else. We're the borrower. The borrower never profits anything. And whatever it is that you get from your retirement plan, your 401k, it ain't doing nothing but going towards bills any old way. So you work to get your paycheck to give it back to them in bills. You gain nothing. The whole thing was just like, the whole thing was just a brainwashing to keep everybody in servitude and in slavery for 400 years. Okay, to work. Ecclesiastes. What do people gain from all the labors at which they toil under the sun? They don't gain nothing. Okay? And then when you die, you got to turn around and pay for the funeral thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for this physical body to be put in dirt. Okay? And the bills are still accumulating. And everything that you worked for or remains here because you can't take it with you. Okay, so you gain nothing. Pretty much, you gain nothing. You know, before I get on out of here, I used to work in Bergen County at this job. Okay, and I wanted the little bit, my aunt would tell you, my favorite car was the Lexus. Okay, I was so like, I had a fetish for Lexus. I love Lexus, okay? I love Lexus. I went to this car lot to go get to see if I can get pre-approved for a Lexus. And this thing was bad. It was all black and leather interior and tinted windows and chromed out wheels and all that. Oh yeah, they told me all I had to do was pay $1,200 and $1,300 and with insurance and everything like that, and I walk off the lot with the car. Next thing you know, I got fired from my job. Ain't that something? Now, if I would have gotten that car and lost my job, that car would have got repoed. I would have been in even more debt. Thank goodness I didn't get that car. Thank goodness I did get that car because I would have been in even more debt. Okay, then I end up going to Lincoln Tech back in '04 or somewhere around there. Lincoln Tech, and just debt. So to answer Ecclesiastes 1 to 3, you don't gain anything. There's nothing to gain. Because you're giving it all back in credit card bills, student loan, Then if you got a house, you got to pay insurance on your house. You got all these extra bills. And then the car, you got the car note, car insurance, maintenance on the car. Then you got to buy the parts of the car. Then you got to turn around and pay for the labor on the car. Like all this stuff. Like all this stuff that you got to pay out. When it's all said and done, you gain nothing, and then you working around the clock just to keep up with the Joneses, just to keep up, just to be on a hamster wheel, to go nowhere, and still don't keep up. So yeah, Ecclesiastes 1-3. What do people gain from all their labors at which they toil under the sun? They don't gain anything, but a dumb slave. In servitude, paying off debt. Okay, paying off debt. That's about it. You don't gain anything. Anywho, this is that Spiker Star, the brightest star of the constellation. Hey, listen, man, my 400 years is almost up. Okay, I'm not working nowhere. Okay, I'm using this little bit of time to replenish. Okay, and things of that nature. I'm not working on no job. And oh, before I get on out of here, is another scripture that says a sinner's wealth is stored for the righteous. Okay, so yeah, they go on to work. They go on to work, busting their tail with that 401k and that retirement plan and all this and all that, just for the righteous to inherit their wealth. Anywho, it's that Spiker Star looking into your wealth, see things that you just don't see. I'm out.